All right, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back. Brand new series, brand new season, sort of a brand new game. I'm Mike Lowe, and we are going to be playing some NCAA 14, or what I like to refer to as NCAA 2020. And this, of course, is featuring the Revamped mod. If you're not sure what that is, either check out the previous video I made on this very channel, or certainly go and check out their Discord. They also have, I think it's a GitHub or something where they're hosting other files, and they will do a much better job than I would explaining it here at the start of this episode. But again, I did go over it in a previous episode. They're going to know a ton more of it. Really, really awesome work they're doing. I can't really give them enough plug, just saying just how awesome it really, really is. So what's up, everybody? Thanks for tuning in. What's up, Swaggy? We are going to be diving into Dynasty, and we're going to be taking on the University of Michigan here. And I sent out a poll on Twitter earlier in the week, and I said, you know, I would like to do kind of a bigger program. I know people like to do sort of the rebuild and the one-star, but to me it just seems kind of weird, like when you take Buffalo and you make them into like a world power or a national power. It just seems strange to me. And so instead I was like, let's take a prestigious program that hasn't quite been as prestigious recently and is looking to kind of overcome a hurdle or two. And I had narrowed it down to Michigan, of course, Tennessee, a team like Auburn, maybe a couple others, but, you know, really kind of looking like, could Auburn overtake Alabama, that kind of thing. Tennessee, of course, being a legendarily historic program who's just hasn't been atop of the SEC in decades, it seems like. But I ended up going with Michigan, even though Tennessee was really close for me, mostly because of the rivalry with Ohio State. The best rivalry, in my opinion, in college football. And I figured, you know, not only are we trying to restore the University of Michigan here to a national prominence, but also really seeing if they can overtake the Ohio State Buckeyes in the Big Ten. That's always been a pretty exciting rivalry over the decades, and recently it hasn't been. Ohio State's been kicking the crap out of Michigan the last number of years for certain. And before that, Michigan really dominated Ohio State for a long time. And so it's kind of gone back and forth. And so we're looking to kind of, I guess, change that tide again. So again, some really exciting things. Also, and you won't see it unfortunately today, but very soon, the Revamped, the latest update, which I'm guessing will be like version 8.0. Right now we're on version 7.1 of this mod. And this is on the PS3, by the way. But version 7.1, when it gets to version 8, it's going to have the updates for the Big Ten. So although today we're not going to have the nice Jordan uniforms and things like this in today's stream, we will very soon. I mean, potentially as soon as the next stream. They have that slated for late January, which we're starting to approach, or early February. So certainly at some point during this first season of this series, we'll be able to see that. So really, really excited. Again, if there are questions about this, I'm going to show you some of the updates that I did, but the previous video is going to probably go into it a little bit deeper, and far deeper than I ever could. Check out those guys at the Revamped. If you just look up College Football Revamped, you'll find their Discord. You can get connected. It's a highly active community there where you can ask, you know, tech support questions, how to get this stuff set up. They have tutorial videos that are going to be far better than me trying to tell you in the middle of a stream here, or even, you know, on a YouTube chat. So just check them out, guys, for sure. So what have I done? I mean, there's a couple things. You can see first that the year is 2020. That in and of itself can be a bit of a daunting thing to update, but again, I promise you, it's all up there on that Revamped Discord. If you're looking for that info, it wasn't terribly difficult. Not only that, but you'll even see it in spots like the depth chart, where you can look up more info, and you're going to see on the player cards that it's even 2020 there. So of course we have accurate rosters, right? So if we were speaking of Ohio State, of course you're going to see Justin Fields here in the game and things like this. Now this is a replay of the 2020 season, because again, this is people in their spare time making all of this, whether it's the graphics, the rosters, and that takes some time. This isn't a multi-billion-dollar company making these updates anymore. So we are starting the 2020 season the day after the national championship game, but hey, that's okay. So and yeah, Swaggy says in the chat that the tutorial was pretty easy. It's not bad at all. It took me about 40 minutes from start to finish, and a lot of that's just like waiting for things to install, right? So we've updated that. What else have I done? One of my favorite updates that I've ever done in any game And of course, there's graphical updates that you're seeing right now, but I didn't do those myself. Those were part of the mod. I think what I'm really excited about is, check this out. Let's take a look here at the draft prospects, and you guys tell me if you see anything that maybe looks a little bit different. I'll just start scrolling through. You're going to notice like fonts are different. You know, of course, the team logos are different. And as I start scrolling down, you probably haven't seen anything just yet, but eventually you're going to start to see some names that might look a little different. I just passed one. I don't know if anyone caught that one or not. Oh, there's another one. Pretty interesting. In case you're missing what I'm talking about, it's this. Matt Daniels III. Up here, we had a tight end by the name of Pierre Thurman Jr. So there is a mod disconnected from the college football Revamped mod. This is something from Operation Sports. One of the posters there has basically like a web app, basically, that I was able to export my Dynasty file, load it in an Excel format, and then it did a number of different things. So first it gave, and based on the percentage that I picked, and so I think I did like a 14 out of 100 players or something like that would have a suffix on their names, like a junior, a third, the second, whatever, maybe even senior. And so every 14% of the players basically now have that. It also gave us hyphenated last names. And again, this is all automatic. I didn't have to edit any of these. Let's just scroll until we see one of those. Those are a little less common, I think. So here's Chris Latimer Hodge, right? So it did that. It also goes through and it will match up certain like very, very obvious first names that maybe won't match up with a certain ethnicity. So whether that's like a Latin player, an African American player, I'm trying to find like so like Dominique, right? Like Dominique's a common name, but I mean Dominique usually you'll see African American guy with that name. And so they've actually this mod actually goes through and it will match up the first names. It'll change the player photo so that they better match. It also upped the awareness of all incoming freshmen so that you'll see more young starters. You'll see guys who are starting for 3, maybe even 4 years of their college career. This model also, there's a different mod later on that I'll be using that will allow players to graduate early, far more frequently in this game. So we'll talk about that later in this streaming series, like way later, episodes later. Finally, it also, when these players come in, they will have unique player numbers. So not every receiver is going to be number 85 or 80. They will be number 1 or number 18 or something like that. So, and again, this is all automated. I did it during the national championship game last night. It did not take me long at all. Super, super cool stuff. So I'm really excited there. But a lot of this stream too, we're going to get into gameplay here because that's part of this, right? It's just kind of playing through this. I am using Jake Hitt's sliders. They're Heisman sliders. I've used them for years. I really like them. If it gets too easy, we may be switching over to the Jared sliders. If you've seen those, he has different levels of difficulty. But for now, I'm going to kind of stick with what's been working. I want to show you guys something else I did, which took a little bit of finagling. So as I back out of this Dynasty, well, you actually won't see it here, but I can show you how I did it. I didn't keep the roster, but I created a custom roster before I started my franchise based off of the downloaded roster, right? And the reason I did this is what was bugging me is when I was starting as Michigan, I would create my Mike Lowe coach, and I wanted him to come in really low because I don't have any coaching experience. I wanted to get rid of that huge challenge of being thrown into the fire. But what it was doing is it was bumping down my assistant coaches. And so, the assistants would stay with Michigan. So if I go to Michigan, you're going to see my coordinators, they're ranked. You got Josh Gaddis as a 15, and you got Don Brown, who's been there forever, it seems like, is a 22. But when I jump in, these guys bump down to like a 1, and it bothered me, right? So what I did is I created a new roster, and I edited Jim Harbaugh. And then I saved this roster. So I basically turned Jim Harbaugh into me. All the way down to the age, I put my level at 1. I, of course, changed my look. But look at this. You can even change all of this, right? So the years that he's coached, how many wins. I put all this stuff down to 0. And I even put my average recruiting class as low as I could at 126. Now, I didn't do that just to make it hard. I didn't do that just on a whim. I put it at 126. Well, I'll tell you. in just a second. But before I tell you that, I also gave myself a 5-year contract because that looked to be like the shortest big conference contract that guys would get in real life. Like for instance, Lovie Smith in 2020 here is in the 5th year of a 5-year contract. A lot of other guys are getting like 7-year deals, but I figured, hey, let's go with a 5. I'm totally unproven. I even thought about going with a 1-year deal, but I went with 5, and I'll show you why I went with the recruiting class at 126, because that's going to impact my ability to recruit. And I want it to have a bit of a challenge here in the beginning, because you got to think in real life, if this happened, the storyline I'm going with here is that Jim Harbaugh has been promoted, right? We know in real life he signed an extension. He is in the last year of his contract here at the start of 2020. And so I said, okay, Michigan kind of wanted to maybe rid of themselves of his big contract. They've offered him a quote unquote promotion. And then he's kind of brought an idiot like me in who plays Madden football and NCAA 14 still 6 years later, 7 years later, and he's brought me in here. So that's kind of the storyline that I went with it, but I didn't want these guys to get impacted, right? So that's why I edited him. But to go back to what I was talking about with the recruiting class being where I have it and why it should be a fun challenge. We have Mel Tucker, who is also a new coach in the Big Ten, and because he's switched for whatever reason, the game has just kind of put his average recruiting class at 126. So I said, well, it's only fair if I'm at that same level there. So when I go to recruit, it's going to really simulate the concept that, like, wait a minute, yeah, Michigan's prestigious, and yeah, they're a great academic school, and yeah, they have great history, but who is this guy, right? So I mean, you'll look at my team setup here, and you'll see that, you know, wait a minute, this is kind of ridiculous. So let's load this up here, and then I'll kind of show you how Michigan's looking, because of course Michigan looks good to a recruiter. What doesn't look good is me being the head coach, and you will see that right here. And yes, like Swaggy said, you got to earn the 7-year contract. Totally agree. And that's what's fun about this. Like, you know, if I start off at a small school, I get it. I get people love the rebuilds. I don't like them. I get bored with them. I want to be, this to me is way harder, right? I've been thrown into the University of Michigan, basically no experience. I mean, I work in higher education. I've worked in education my whole life. I guess I have that going. Whoops. But could you imagine how difficult this would be? So here's what the University of Michigan looks like. Of course, we're going to have really, really great grades across the board. No surprise. Pro potential's down over the last number of years. But look at this coach prestige. About as bad as it can get, right? Coach stability. I mean, yeah, like what are they doing at Michigan? So I like this challenge. And I also like that I was able to keep Don Brown and Josh Gaddis where they deserve to be, right? Just kind of based on their own ratings. And so if I go over to the Coach Central, you can see the coach skill tree. You'll see me as a 1-level coach, but you'll still see Don Brown and Josh Gaddis where they belong. So Jim Harbaugh has essentially vanished from this franchise. He'll never show up again because I've edited him out. But again, that was my storyline of just kind of having him be promoted. Or you could say he moved on to the NFL, whatever. But I kind of like to think that the university would kind of give him a school president or whatever they might do. So that's what's happened there. But of course, with this update, I mean, you can see all of this stuff's been updated. You know, you're seeing the actual, of course, modern rosters being called out here. I mean, just awesome stuff. The Heisman watch is, of course, loading up some really familiar names. And again, a lot of these screens, I don't think this one was updated per se, maybe the background, but you know, you got Fields, you got Lawrence, Mac Jones, Zach Wilson, Kyle Trask. So again, some very, very accurate, beautiful looking rosters. The one thing that won't work is preseason All-Americans in the first season, it has trouble kind of loading when you switch over the year. It'll just populate a blank list, but all the awards will work. It will track stats if you do it the right way. If you don't do it the right way, you won't see this stuff populating because the game still thinks it's 2013. But if you do it right, like after this game, you will see the stats populating here. So really cool stuff. But guys, let me know what you want to see. Do we want to look at recruiting? Do you want to see who's on my recruiting board? I have it set up right now where I'm ready to jump in. We are running a 1-back offense. We are running a 4-2-5 defense. We're playing Stanford in the first week. I haven't even looked at Stanford's roster to even tell you anything about them. So I guess we can do that. And by the way, probably the biggest roster decision is just trying to figure out who I want to go with at quarterback. Joe Milton, great arm. Very, very strong arm, more athletic, but I do worry about his awareness, and I do believe that can impact interceptions and things like that. McNamara, a little bit more of the pocket passer, but neither one has neither one's very accurate. And so you can see the throwing accuracy is not much better with McNamara. Throwing power much better with Milton. But we're going to see. I'm going to give McNamara the start here, and we'll see. But I mean, it could be a game where they each get a half, or after this week we play a couple Cupcake Mac schools, I believe. So it shouldn't. We can definitely have a chance to kind of get a look at these guys before the Big Ten schedule starts up. But yeah, let's take a look at the roster. Is what Swaggy's saying, or I'm sorry, that's what Waffle's saying. So again, that's going to be the starter at quarterback. Running back, you're going to probably see 2 to 3 guys. You're going to see Hassan Haskins as the starting running back with Charbonnet as backup. You will actually see Chris Evans too. I have Chris Evans, who is our best receiving back. He has been put into some formation subs. For now, it's just formation subs with 4 receivers, or just 4 receivers. Eventually, I may put him just like exclusively in the shotgun, but this is a team kind of built to run the ball, right? If I'm sitting here and I spend too much time like, I don't know who to start at quarterback, what am I going to do? I'm missing the point. The point is, this is Michigan football, and they should be running the ball with these guys, right? You'll see what I mean when you look at our offensive line. My fullback, nobody cares. Receivers, not bad. Nothing too crazy. We got Ronnie Bell, the junior. Giles Jackson, undersized receiver, but pretty decent guy, 97 acceleration there. Again, no burners or anything. Cornelius Johnson in the slot there. We do have some speed on this team, but again, it's not really gonna, we may try to work in Roman Wilson as we go. I'm trying to get familiar with this playbook still, trying to get used to unmaddenizing myself a little bit. But you can see, obviously, there's some speed here with the true freshman and Roman Wilson. We may have missed it, but there's also some speed here with Blake Corum, who will also be returning kicks for Michigan. So some decent speed there. And again, you can see speed's pretty low. I think this is just kind of how they did the roster. Or Michigan's just a slow-ass team. I'm not quite sure. But tight end, got some nice options here. Nick Eubanks, one of my favorite names ever. Eric All. I thought it was like a glitch in the game when I saw him because it just said All on the field. And I was like, what? So anyway, Eubanks, the senior. Now, our line is just built to run the ball. 6'7", 339. And look at these run block scores these guys have. 87 with 87 impact, 97 strength. We go to left guard. This guy's probably our worst lineman. 86 and 86 again for run and impact. 99 strength. By the way, what was his size? So 6'6", 345 guys. These are college kids. These are real. These guys are monsters. 6'3", 296. Still, decent size for a center. 84, 84, 89 as you look at those numbers we were talking about. At right guard, the true freshman Zach Zinter, 84, 84, and 94. So again, our interior isn't really as good as our outside. Like our tackles are just monsters, right? Here, 6'5", 320 senior Jalen Mayfield, 89 run and impact and 93 strength. So yes, we can pass, and I like the pass. I like to definitely keep the AI honest, but I mean, this is a team built to run and even run off the tackles. I guess we'll have to see how it goes with our slow running backs, but that's the story on offense. So on defense, we definitely have some nice players. Aiden Hutchinson, the junior, 6'6", 269, kind of our run-stopping end there. At right end, you've probably heard of Kwity Paye. I believe it's how you say his name. He is a first-round pick, possibly a top 10. Probably, most certainly a top 15 pick in this year's draft. So we'll keep an eye on that senior, 6'4", 272. Defensive tackle, got some nice depth here. Got Carlos Kemp, the senior. Got Christopher Hinton, the sophomore. Donovan Jeter, who I'm curious, is he related to Derek Jeter? I know Derek Jeter went to the University of Michigan. He's from Kalamazoo. So I'm just assuming that there must be some kind of relation there. Julius Welshoff. Another, so again, we're really 5 deep here at the defensive tackle, redshirt freshman even, Maisie Smith. So, and some guys with some good size, Carlos Kemp actually being our most undersized defensive tackle, it looks like. Left outside linebacker isn't really a starting position, so I can just kind of show you this is more our linebacker depth. We don't really use a left outside linebacker unless it's goal line, but we do use 2 linebackers. Cameron McGrone, kind of your traditional middle linebacker, I guess you could say, 6'1", 236 senior. If you just kind of take a look at his ratings there, can move around, he can cover a little bit. Pretty decent player. I really like Josh Ross. He's one of our impact players on defense, 6'2", 230 junior. Again, can do a little bit of everything. So he will be in the mix quite frequently. And then at corner, we don't have like a totally dominant defensive backfield, but we do have some, I think, some nice player makeups we can work around. So I really like the acceleration on these guys. You're going to see they're actually pretty similar. Vincent Gray, 93 acceleration. I love the man and the press. So we're going to be running a lot of man press, right? Especially against teams that aren't very good, because these guys can shut them down. Because not only can Vincent Gray do that, so can, is it Jamon Green? I think it's how you say his name. So again, 90 for man coverage and 90 for press. So really, really nice options there. You got Jalen Perry and DJ Turner, as well as Andre Selbin, the true freshman. So again, we have some guys here who can give us some depth. We don't have any like really All-American or anything at corner this year. Some nice safeties, but Daxton Hill's an interesting guy. I mean, 97 speed, I really like this guy. But it's weird, like he's terrible for a free safety. He's not very good in zone. He's really not even that good in man. So he's just very, very athletic, kind of like a hybrid guy you see in Madden. So this could be a guy I actually start to use her a little bit. I usually use linebackers, but I mean, this guy's speed and he's such a bad cover guy that maybe I try to take on some Daxton Hill here. We'll have to see. Let's see. You're going to see a couple strong safeties with the 4.25. You're going to see Brad Hawkins. Again, very, very similar. Pretty athletic, not as fast, nowhere near as fast, but good size on him. And again, actually a better cover guy than our free safety is. And then you'll also see Michael Barrett, the sophomore, 6', 227, almost like an extra linebacker out there playing in this 4.25. And so he'll get into the mix there as well. You got two kickers on that team of Quinn Nordine. Nobody cares about the punter, but there he is. And I mentioned kick returners. We got some interesting guys on kick returns. So we'll see Roman Wilson, Giles Jackson, and yeah. So we'll see. We will see how that all shakes out. So that's them. No, fullbacks are essentially useless in modern NFL. They are on the goal line and literally just give me a fat guy, go in there and just move somebody. I don't even care. I mean, truthfully, you could make the argument that you're better just to like line a receiver out in a goal line, like line him way out on the opposite hash, way out, and just take one defender off the field. If they don't cover him, fine, I'll throw it to him for a touchdown. Take one defender out of the mix. I'd rather have that than a fullback, honestly. Completely useless. So, let's see. In modern football, back in the day, sure, you needed one. Real quick look at Stanford here. We're not going to go through it in the kind of detail we did. I'm just kind of scoping them out a little bit. So they got Davis Mills at quarterback. He's got some speed. Curious of how he can throw. Guess we'll find out. He's a better quarterback than we have, that's for sure. So they definitely have the advantage there. Now their running backs do have some speed. So these guys aren't going to be a pushover. Austin Jones looks like a good player. We don't care about their fullback, right? Receiver, pretty similar to ours. They probably have a little bit more athleticism than we do. Tight end, we got the advantage at tight end. Does anybody know, by the way, I saw this guy, I saw Scooter Harrington. I was like, I wonder if he's related to Joey Harrington. Probably not. But let's see. Their offensive line, we're just kind of looking at overalls. Got a really nice center. I would say we probably have the advantage on the offensive line. Thomas Booker, a nice end. Thomas Schaefer. So here's an advantage we could use. I don't know what they use. I'm guessing they must use a 3-4 with only one good defensive tackle. But if they put two defensive tackles there, definitely try to run at them. So decent linebackers. The corners, again, let's see if they can press at all. Yeah, not bad. But obviously their second corner could give them problems. But we really need to try and run the ball here. Malik Antoine is their free safety, and Kendall Williams in there. So nothing too crazy. They have a good quarterback. They have a good stable of running backs. So what else, guys? What else do you want to see? Anything you want to see before we jump into gameplay? And again, with the gameplay, we're not going to see updated rosters here just yet with the Big Ten. Revamped, I think, whatever they're going to call it, version 8 or 7.5 or whatever it's going to be. We're on version 7.1 right now. it will have the Big Ten roster, at least half the Big Ten roster updates in place, and they look amazing. If you watch the previous stream, we played like Notre Dame versus, I can't remember, like Auburn or something, and the uniforms looked just incredible, just looked beautiful. Even the stadiums were updated. So again, you're not going to see a ton of that here. I mean, you're going to see some dated stuff on Stanford's field because the Pac-10, I don't think it's been touched really much other than maybe like UCLA. But as we go through this season, that will start to get better. I saw this little nugget I was cracking up, and instead of Kirk Herbstreit, now we have Lee Corso, and he has picked Michigan here, number 16 Michigan, to go in. So you can see the teams are evenly ranked as we saw. He's saying that we should be able to score on their defense, and that our defense should be able to match up with their offense. But, you know, hey, we're a road team. You just don't know, and we're traveling cross country. You ever look up those statistics in real life of just about any sport? Teams flying cross country and playing a game, it's brutal. The winning percentage is really, really bad. By the way, here's Michigan's schedule at Stanford. And it's Miami University, that's Miami of Ohio. Western Michigan, then we start the Big Ten schedule at Minnesota, Illinois. Big game here at Wisconsin, at Rutgers, Maryland, at Michigan State, number 7 Penn State, Indiana, and then number 2 Ohio State to finish the year. So 12 games, I believe, 6 road games, 6 home games. So give you a quick look at our recruiting board. Oh, so I talked about house rules, right? This is in the title of this video. I have an entire article written about house rules. If you just Google search NCAA house rules, it's the first thing, it'll like pop up in like the Google recommended reading or whatever they call that. That's an article I wrote about house rules. It's up on simsportsgaming.com. So I'm following almost all of those, plus more. Like for instance, I don't think I have in there that if I recruit a player and I give him points, I make sure it's always 500, because from what we've seen, the AI, the AI won't ever do this, right? They're never going to do this. It's always all or nothing, right? And so because of that, I try to match that. Even if I'm like in a humongous lead, until the guy signs, I'm maxing it out. So I have to really keep my board kind of small. You can see that we do have a handful of guys here. And I'm trying to really just kind of balance out the roster. Luckily, we don't have too many crazy needs. We do need some centers. But I'm also trying to let the talent come to me. So these are your guys who are interested in us. We essentially, the first few guys you're seeing, we have a couple of receivers, 5-star receivers. We have a 5-star tight end. Excuse me. We have a 5-star running back. None of these are like crazy pressing needs, but I'm not going to turn away good talent. Kevin Bobo is actually another guy I would probably use at receiver. He's an athlete, 6'3", 225. He's kind of like a mini Calvin Johnson. But I just kind of knowing what I know about this game, we are not in the mix there of the top 2, and I am just not going to waste my points until maybe he'll surprise us and we'll jump up there. But to me, he's going to go to Ohio State or Alabama. If he was a 4-star, maybe we could try. I don't want to waste the points. So after that, though, it's 4 stars. It's 4 stars the rest of the way. Got quarterback Michael Benson. Again, some offensive linemen here. We'll just kind of scroll through. Jonas Hagan is a middle linebacker. This guy we would use him as a corner. Dominique Taylor. Also, here's one of the junior names, right? CJ Jones Jr., pretty cool name, out of Franklin, Tennessee. But again, we're not recruiting. Some of these guys down here are kind of like plan Bs, right? I just kind of threw them down here like, well, if I can't get this quarterback to commit Michael Benson, then, well, okay, we go to my second choice, which is Jason Godfrey, right? So, yeah, so, you know, again, nothing too crazy here. We'll see more of that as the season progresses. One of my other house rules is I do not offer scholarships until I know an AI team has done that. And I am nearly certain that the AI teams don't do that just yet. And so I don't want that extra advantage. You know, people talk about, oh, I get bored after my team's a 99. Let me tell you the problem with that. Don't let your team become a 99. Like, you're making it too easy. And so I try to stay within the constraints here of what the AI does. They're not offering scholarships yet. I'm not offering scholarships yet. They're not diversifying points across tons of different people. I'm not going to do that. I try to keep it even. And that's how I think you're going to keep things very realistic, where Michigan is going to still bring in lots of talent, but it's not just going to be dominant. We're not going to be Alabama in 2 years, right? So you can see our pipeline states: Michigan, Ohio, Florida, and it looks like we are recruiting. We have some targets there, so that's going to be okay. We'll probably keep those. So yeah, looking good. Might even get Texas, California in the mix there, which never hurt. All right, well, let's do some gameplay. I think we've looked around enough. Is there anything else I want to show you as far as like the mod or anything like that? I mean, I don't really think so. Like I said, I'm kind of bummed that, you know, the bummer of picking Michigan over Tennessee is we're going to have to wait a little bit for the uniform updates, but we still got some college football, which is super, super exciting. I think we're set to go. So let's jump into some gameplay. It's a game Michigan expects to win. We're not even going to go through the uniforms because they're just whatever at this point. But you can see there, they got updated screens here. Little loading screens are updated. Just really, really cool stuff. But yeah, what's up, everybody? Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching the stream. I super appreciate it. All that loads. Take a look around. We saw their top players there. Quarterbacks in the mix.
Hi everybody, Reese Davis with you, bringing you the EA Sports NCAA Football 14 pregame show presented by Nissan.
It's gonna be so nice when we get those Jordan uniforms.
Excites. It is not only a bastion of academia, but also a great place for football. The Stanford Cardinal on the field, the final moments before kickoff as the Cardinal search for a home win. We've done all we can do here. Time to tee it up. Let's send it out to Brad and Kirk for the call. David and I will be with you at halftime.
Stanford Stadium, the first college stadium to host a Super Bowl, is alive with cheering fans who are anxiously awaiting the start of this one.
Before we head down to the field for the coin toss, we'd like to remind you this game is brought to you by Coke Zero. Real Coke taste, 0 calories. Enjoy everything.
Yeah, Jim said he's surprised with the PS5 and Madden playing this, but I like both games. Just try to mix it up. I've played, what, 3 or 4 seasons already of Madden. Figure with the national championship game. But I'll definitely get back into Madden. Tons of fun. I like both games. I think with this, I like to try and you know, showcase the just the great work that this Revamped team is doing here. I mean, I think it's just such a yeah, anything that you can give back kind of that to the franchise community. I mean, I want to try and support and show off. And,
we're just about set to get underway.
Yeah. But I like both. Yeah, this isn't
an
an anti-Madden stream or anything.
This one's going to be down in the end zone for a touchback.
But oh, I can't wait till we get the updated uniforms.
A new tradition. They got a new leading man on the way here. And I think, you know, players get butterflies. I guarantee this new coach has some too.
We can run off that right tackle here.
The quarterback leads the team out on the field for the first drive.
A couple, maybe 3 yards on that run.
I feel the corner position is really one of the hardest to play. So when I see a young player like this make a play like that, phew, it's impressive.
Second down and 7.
Ball on the 28. They'll bring him down
At about the 27-yard line.
It's a great play by the defense, but you know, it really makes you wonder, was there a miscommunication up front by the offensive line? They just seemed to allow the defensive line to get through, and the running back didn't have much of a chance at all.
From their own 27-yard line. It's third down. Got it. Complete, and he's out of bounds.
What a relief it is for a quarterback to know that he's got a receiver like this
Oh, we
who
needed
can
that.
step up when he needs him on third down.
From their own 44-yard line. First down. He's got the corner. Decent run here, right side. Haskins comes away with 5 yards on the carry.
Again, Heisman difficulty, these are J-Kit sliders up on Operation Sports if you're curious to check them out.
From their own 49-yard line. Second down. Catches it, and he's looking for more. He's at the 30. He's tackled at the 22-yard line.
What great time to go with the play action. Defense was anticipating run. They came up to stop the ball carrier. The quarterback was able to find his receiver downfield. He makes a big-time play and a great catch for a first
Awful
down.
throw.
First and 10. Ball on the 22-yard line. And they'll bring him down behind the line. From the 24-yard line, it's second down.
Here we go. Check. Here we go. 395.
I'm using the PS5 controller, and it doesn't seem it lets me call a timeout
Just
from the
took their
controller.
first timeout.
So I have to do it the old-fashioned way. The PS5 controller is working.
Second and 13. Ball on the 24.
Here we go. Wide 80.
What a play, and that is first and goal.
That makes it first and goal.
First down, and they've got their eyes on that goal line. Takes it up the middle for a nice run. Evans gains about 4 yards on the play.
Second and goal.
That brings up a second and goal. 3 yards for the touchdown. And he's level at the 3-yard line.
That makes it third and goal.
10th play of the drive. Tackle made just outside the goal line. A yard, maybe 2 on the carry.
We're going to go for it. This one's
Looks like
for
they decided to
Galante.
go for it here.
The fullback dive.
And a goal line set. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Most valuable player, our fullback.
These blocking backs do a lot of dirty work during the game, so it's good to reward them. Let them barrel it in for a score once in a while.
Michigan is up by 6. And he hits the PAT. It was an 11-play, 75-yard drive, and they put up 7 points.
I'm definitely not that skinny. It's funny that, you know, this game, it's like you're either like this rail thin dude or you're like this obese, like carted out onto the field in like a semi-truck guy. Like there's like no in between.
And he got all of this one. Great kick. And it goes into the end zone, down for a touchback.
Were the Stanford jerseys updated? They don't look as bad as I thought they would.
Now the offense
work on
gets
that cover
ready to
two
take their
man.
first crack at it. They line up in the jumbo set. Jones gets a ball left side. Brought down around the 23-yard line.
That's a loss of 2 yards.
Michigan jerseys are definitely old.
Second and 12.
From their own 23-yard line. Second down.
Oof.
He's to the
That was
40.
bad.
The 50.
Gotta work on my pursuit. He is super fast though, that free safety.
This misdirection counter threw
Oh,
off the defense,
should've
and
lost.
once this guy got into the open field, he was off to the races.
Oh my god. At least it put me into an animation that made it look like I just missed it. I don't know. Is that good?
First down and 10 to go after the big gain on the run. Nice run there. Jones gains about 5 yards on the run.
Man left. All day, just like that. Just like that. Key 15. Key 15.
Quick throw to the tight end. They'll get the first down on that 8-yard completion.
Great look from the quarterback to find his receiver and make the quick throw for the new set of downs.
And I think it was the quick throw by the quarterback that fouled up the defense on that one. First and 10. Ball on the 26-yard line. Tackle around the 27-yard line.
That'll bring up second and 11.
And a quick throw. And he's taken down at the 15-yard line.
Great touch by the quarterback, floating that one right into his hands. That takes some skill.
From the 15-yard line, it's first down. They might be coming here. Just throws this one away. The defense got some pressure and forced a bad pass.
I think they've been a little bit more aggressive here with their pass rush, and that time it paid off with an incompletion.
And And this is the 8th play of the drive. Makes it out to maybe the 13-yard line. The running back gets 2 on the carry.
That makes it 3rd and 7.
It's 3rd down and 7 yards to go. Ball on the 13-yard line. He's scrambling, and they got him.
Good
I
coverage
think
sack
that one's
there.
on the offensive line. They've got to do a
Here's
better
Donovan
job
Jeter.
of holding their blocks, or else this quarterback's going to be pulling turf out of his face mask all game.
So it's 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field. They'll try for 3 points. Kicks away. And it's through the uprights. Everyone's all lined up and ready for the kickoff. Sends it sailing downfield. He's to the 10. He's to the 20. Brought down at the 24-yard line.
I think this defense right now needs somebody to try to lift up their spirits. They seem to really be just out there kind of going through the motions. And I think the last time they were out there where they gave up such a long drive has had an impact and an effect negatively on the psyche of this defense.
Tackled after decent pickup.
Gain of 7 yards. That'll bring up 2nd and 3.
Second down, and they're going to need about 3 yards to pick up the 1st down. Michigan is up 4. That'll be a 2-yard gain.
This young wide receiver has the raw ability to make some big plays. So that was a good job there by the defense to stop him for a short gain.
Credit those two defenses in that first quarter.
All right, 1 quarter
or
down.
blame
Not
the
too shabby.
offenses for a lack of production. The Wolverines lead it by
I can't
4.
stop talking about it, but just want those new uniform updates.
And we're ready for more football here in quarter number 2. And he's tackled at the 42-yard line.
Maybe after a nice run like that, you try to go up in the air with a play-action pass.
Just thinking that, Coach.
First down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 42-yard line.
Ooh.
And he hits him hard at the 35-yard line.
But the defense is fired up, responding and reacting to that sack. Not only do they get the quarterback, but they hit him and hit him hard. I think that can really create some
Rookie
confidence for this defense.
freshman
Next
right
time this
guard
quarterback
just
drops
got
back to
obliterated
throw,
on that play.
You got to be thinking he's going to be a little bit gun shy and concerned about the pressure that these defense is putting on him.
Defense looking for another sack in this second down and long situation. Michigan is up by 4. He wants it all going long. Oh boy, almost intercepted.
Boy, a golden opportunity missed by the defense. That was a sure interception, only to be dropped.
Well, they've converted one third down play on this drive, but now they're faced with a 3rd and long. Screen to the back, and he can't hold it. And that'll bring up a punting situation.
The offense really had nowhere to go on that one. The play was very well defended, and now the incompletion will force the 4th down and a punt.
Robbins to punt. He punts it away, and it's a great kick. Wilson takes it at the 21. Tackle at the 31. Pretty good job by the return man there. There hasn't been too much daylight between these two teams. In games like this, some players try to press too much, and that can cause mistakes. 3-yard gain by the running back.
That makes it 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8 coming up here. Ball on the 34. Quick shot. The defender tips it away.
Intended receiver on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 8.
Now he tries to buy some time. Dives forward. They had a moderate amount of yards to gain, and they'll end up a foot or two shy.
Yeah, the defense closed up that hole just in time.
Sanborn is the punter. Wilson takes it at the 23. He's tackled at the 30-yard line. Momentum swings have been fairly even, and with so little separation, this game can be drastically changed on just 1 or 2 plays. Michigan holds a 4-point lead. And he's tackled after positive yardage.
Good gain, 6 yards. That'll make it 2nd and 4.
So it's 2nd down now, and they need about 4 yards to pick up the first.
Here we go. Red 18.
Brought down
This
after
game
a
is
nice
super
run up
important
the
to
middle.
keep a focus on momentum, especially when you're the road team. If you remember playing this game,
Makes it 1st and 10.
way back in the day, they used to have a momentum meter visible on screen, and it's still in the game. But you really have to treat it delicately.
We've got a 1st and 10. Ball on the 41.
Whoa, where are you going, Ronnie Bell?
Good job here by the defense. If you
Jeez.
let this quarterback set and throw, he'll kill you all game. But they got excellent pressure.
That
on
would have been a
play.
pretty good play if it was run properly. It's like taking a sack.
From their own 34-yard line. 2nd down.
Here we go. Sliding.
Quick strike to the back. No good.
Well, we know we need a better quarterback one of these years. It's actually played okay, but that's rough. Let's see if our Madden money play works. In NCAA 14. Oh.
Throws quickly, and it's almost intercepted.
He got too excited. He was wide open. He should have just lobbed it. Now we scored on our first drive, and both teams a little rusty
Michigan
here.
is up 4.
I'm legit rusty. I haven't played this game in forever.
It's away, and it's a booming punt.
Punter's killing it.
He gets hit out of bounds at the 40-yard line.
But can't keep giving up 21-yard returns.
In a game that's this close, you can't afford to waste possessions. Zips it to the tailback, incomplete.
Great job by the defense of getting after that quarterback. And right now, I think they've got him with some happy feet. He appears to be a bit rattled.
2nd and 10. Ball on the 40-yard line. On the ground, right side. Nice run to the outside.
That'll make it 3rd and 5.
He scrambled. And they make the stop at about the 43-yard line. From the 43-yard line. 1st down. Gets out to around the 35.
Try the old hit stick there. It's a little different than with Madden's hit stick. Still have to get a feel for it.
Tackled after a decent run up the gut.
That's good for a gain of 7 yards.
From the 28-yard line. 1st down. They try the right side. And he's leveled at
Awesome
the 28.
pursuit by number 30, who is me.
That brings up 2nd and 9.
It's 2nd and 9. Ball on the 28. He steps out at the 27. Back to the line, maybe a yard on the pass.
It's a nice play by the defense to shut down all the lanes, so this halfback wasn't able to make anything happen on that play.
And this play is number 8 on the drive.
Ooh.
Throw to the tight end and in and out of his hands.
That makes it 4th and 8.
It looks like they're going to try for the long field goal. He gets it up, and he nails the long field goal. And he's got to be happy about that kick.
Oh, no question. This kid is just a solid kicker.
7-6, Michigan. They line up to kick this one away. Nice kick, plenty of distance.
These stutters are the game, not the stream, in case you're wondering.
He's to the 20.
Boy, it's stuttering really bad right now.
He's hit and got away. He's taken down at the 26-yard line. Momentum swings have been fairly even. And with so little separation, this game can be drastically changed on just 1 or 2 plays. Michigan with a 1-point lead.
Bad.
Quick
He's
throw
covered in
incomplete.
there.
Wanted his receiver.
Man.
So it's 2nd and 10. Ball on their own 26. Slings it. And down he goes.
Stuttering
And
really bad.
From their own 29-yard line. It's 3rd down.
Here we go. 180.
He's tackled at the 45-yard line. They just couldn't get to the quarterback in time.
That's one of the things that can happen if a defense brings extra guys to rush to quarterback. The offense will have favorable matchups to get the ball downfield.
Runs right for a nice gain. Second down and 7 coming up here. Ball on the 49.
Let's go. Red 68.
And he just gets rid of it.
You know, when you feel pressure like that, the worst thing you want to do is
That's a
just
weird
to
way to
throw
throw
the
the ball
ball
out of
into
bounds.
coverage. He got away with one right there. He's very fortunate. Next
Completely
time, he can
across
just
the
throw it
field.
away out of bounds.
Michigan.
Still not
couple
settling
points.
down though. Almost at halftime. Look at these routes.
And he throws right away. They're going to be forced to punt it away here.
Yeah, they just couldn't connect on the pass there. That was a very good stand by this defense.
Robbins awaits the snap.
It's lagging. It's just brutal.
He gets it away, and it's a skyrocket.
No chance.
This one will go into the end zone, and they'll bring it out to the 20.
You know, we're getting so used to pinball football with a lot of points. Kind of fun to see defenses play this well.
Kind of refreshing, isn't it? I mean, every single week we call games and you're seeing scores in the 30s and 40s. This is one of those low-scoring games. Which offense will get that big break? Eventually, it could be the team that wins it.
In a game that's this close, you can't afford to waste possessions. Gives it up the gut. And they get him in the backfield for a loss.
When this guy gets his arms around the ball carrier, I don't care who it is. He's not getting away.
It's second down, 12 to go. Ball on the 18. shot to the open receiver, and he can't hang on to the ball.
These teams are so bad.
Third down and 12. Ball on the 18-yard line. He's out to the 30. He makes his way out to about the 35. It's halftime, and we've got a close one. Michigan's up by 1.
Yeah, Jim. Yeah, 8-minute quarters. That's what I've been using the last number of seasons I've played in this game. Turns out pretty good.
We played 30 minutes. Glad to have you with us on the EA Sports NCAA Football 14 halftime show presented by Nissan. Innovation that excites. David Pollack and I here in the studio to break down everything that just happened in your game. Defense has been dominant in this game. Yards very hard to come by. But David, as we get deeper and deeper into this game, the natural assumption is that the pressure goes to the offense to do something.
Yeah.
How much pressure is on the defense not to make that catastrophic mistake?
Well, that's the conundrum you get in. I mean, it makes it exceptionally tough because you want to play perfect and you want to get them to punt every single time, but it's not the way it works. And it's those big plays that you usually see that kill the defenses and break their backs. And you can hold them great, Reese, on first down, second down, it's third and long. You're in a perfect situation. You give up that one play for 80, and it changes the whole complexion of the game. So I think you got to have a little bit of both. It can't just be great defense the whole time. Usually the teams that play great
number
defense
4
can keep
Georgia
you in it,
lost
but only
to Ole
for
Miss,
so long. At some
35-34.
point, that offense has to get something going.
David and I will stay locked in on everything going on in college football. Going to wrap it up here in the studio. Just about time to get you out to your second half. Brad and Kirk ready with a call.
See if there's any adjustments you may want to make here. I don't think so. The defense is playing well. I think I'm okay for now.
All right, Reese, David, thanks, guys. Just about set to start the third quarter. He kicks it off, and he got all of that one. And they can forget about returning this one.
This offense is just going to be kicking themselves.
Yeah, Jim, I've used the
very well. In fact, they're getting
coach
into
mode.
their opponent's territory. The only problem is
I love the view.
finishing off the drives with touchdowns. They're having to settle for
But
field
I don't
goals.
know.
That could
It's fun to
eventually
play.
catch up to them.
If I wanted to just to sim, I'd probably go play
This
like front office football, something like that. Even bowl down college football.
But they have to be thinking if they don't get something going on this series, the burden is going to be felt by their defense. Straight up the middle, and he'll lose yardage.
Man, did he play that perfectly or what? As a linebacker, you have to be able to read the offense and make a quick diagnosis, which is exactly what he did on that play.
From their own 24-yard line. Second down. He's under pressure. And they push him out around the 38-yard line. From their own 38-yard line. It's first down. They go right back to him, and this time they get him in the backfield.
All right, well, that's a good blitz.
That'll make it second and long.
From their own 30-yard line, it's second down. Fires incomplete. He was looking for the tight end.
You know, sometimes the toughest throws to make for a quarterback is when he has a wide receiver wide open, and everybody in the stands is saying, throw it, and you aim the football instead of just getting back in rhythm, stepping, and throwing. And that time, he aimed the ball, and it was incomplete.
He gets sacked on the play.
I think that one's on the offensive line. They've got to do a better job of holding their blocks, or else this quarterback's going to be pulling turf out of his face mask all game.
It's been pretty fun playing free safety so far.
The sack
say that
makes
now.
this a 4th and very long. Sanborn to punt. Wilson fields it at the 35. Whoa, he just took a licking. It's going to be interesting to see how the action shakes out in this series. Michigan is up 1. They'll bring him down at the 44-yard line.
I don't know what's causing this lag. Like, there's no graphics really on the field, at least. So it's not an issue with that, but I've seen a lot of lag. And I know this game sometimes will lag anyway, but I've seen a lot of it here.
From the 44-yard line. First down.
Brad, I just think this quarterback's got to do a much better job of being able to read that defense and make quicker decisions. And especially when the defense starts to get pressure, you've got to either get rid of that football or check it down or take off and run with it.
It's 2nd and 10. Ball on the 44-yard line. And he's taken down at about the 31.
First down.
Talked about at the start, I mean, the key is really just this mammoth offensive line trying to run behind these guys.
They hand it off again. And he's tackled at the 30. From the 30-yard line. 2nd down. Michigan with a 1-point lead. Catches it, and he's looking for more. And he hits him hard at the 23-yard line.
Reed with the tackle at the 23-yard line. 3rd down.
It's 3rd down, and they're about 2 yards shy of the sticks. Gets out to around the 15.
That's a gain of 8 on the play. That makes it 1st and 10.
Chew up some clock, try to score. That's what we need to be doing here.
Tackle around the 14-yard line. From the 14-yard line, it's 2nd down. Quick strike, tight end, and that's a touchdown.
Oof. I had to make sure I lob that just so there's some accuracy, but I almost took a little too long on that. That's wide open. They just picked the wrong time to blitz.
How about the tight end? This guy can play some football.
You bet he can. He's such an all-around player. He's just as good at blocking as he is at catching the football.
And he tacks on the extra point. A nice 8-play, 53-yard drive, and it results in a touchdown.
Gross,
So the
he
score
picked
now,
Michigan. Come on.
14-6.
We got to try to take back the Big Ten.
And it looks like they're ready for the kickoff. Excellent kick. And it sails out of the end zone for a touchback. The Wolverines continue to get it done on the defensive side of the football, Kirk.
Yeah, they've done a good job of building this lead and almost determined here to protect it. Let's see if they can hold on here for the rest of the way.
There's still plenty of time to keep running their offense as usual here. I don't think they need to feel any anxiety about trailing.
Oh,
Has some daylight. Tackle made
that
around the
pursuit's so
35-yard
bad.
line.
It says that if you hold down X, it will like kind of assist with the tackle, or it'll help you, and it works really well in Madden. It does not work well here. It's pretty rough.
From their own 35-yard
Week 1
line.
jitters.
First down. Jones on the run. He gets out to about the 35-yard line.
This is picture-perfect defense by this corner. Great job of providing run support.
I got you, 88. I got you. Come to my work. No,
Knocked out of bounds at the 47.
No flag on that, huh? A little bit of a late hit.
From their own 47-yard line. It's first down. That's a great tackle at the 48-yard line. The halfback picks up a yard.
That was the junior linebacker who'll get credit with the tackle there.
Here we go. Watch 20. Steal that. Steal that. Steal that. Go. Watch the safety.
He's taken down right around the 44-yard line.
That'll bring up 3rd and inches.
It's 3rd down, and they're about the length of the football away from the first down marker.
Go.
Fires quick out to the receiver, and he can't make the grab.
They've had some brutal drops.
That makes it 4th and inches.
That's probably why we're winning. So they're going to go for it. That's good to see.
So they're going to go for it here. You don't need 3 guesses to figure out what they're going to run right here on 4th and short.
Ah,
Brought down.
couldn't
at
get the play
41-yard
predicting.
line.
I forgot how to do it. Still got that Madden muscle memory going on.
And this is the 8th play of the drive. They'll give it off here. Room around the corner. And down he goes at the 30-yard line. It's the 9th play of the drive. And they make the stop at the 31-yard line.
That is a loss of 1 yard. That'll bring up 2nd and 11.
Nebraska? No. You kidding me? When's the last time Michigan beat Ohio State consistently? That's enough storyline right there.
From the 31-yard line. 2nd down.
They play the best rivalry game week in all of college football. Great fight song.
Tosses out to the tailback on the screen.
Nice
He's
pursuit,
tackled
so
from the
bad.
18-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 18. Nice run there. Here's the 12th play of the drive.
Well, momentum swing there for them.
He's had no problem finding running room today. That makes it 100 yards.
That gave this offense their 5th first down on this drive, too. They've really been rolling with this guy leading.
Here we go. They'll try to tie it up right here with a 2-point conversion. And they get the 2. It was a 12-play, 77-yard drive, and they add 8 points to their total. 14 apiece. The kicker looks like
Speaking of
he's
Nebraska
ready
and
to
the
kick
Big
this one
Ten
off.
and
Sends it
formerly the
sailing
Big
downfield.
12, I definitely do plan to do some future
He's to the 10.
conference realignments.
Looking
So
for the corner. He's knocked out of bounds. At
sure
the
we'll talk about
29-yard
those
line.
as this
Both teams have really
series
answered the
continues.
bell here in the 3rd quarter, Kirk.
Exciting to see what these offenses have been able to do here. To be able to come out and score in your first drive tells you a lot about what they did during the half.
Time's getting a little bit tighter now. You got to make every possession count. Gets out to about the 31. The running back gets 2 on the carry.
Whew, way too close for comfort here.
So at the end of the 3rd quarter, we're deadlocked right now at 14. Welcome back to the action here as we resume play here in quarter number 4. He's to the 40. He gets to about the 41-yard line.
First down.
First and 10. Ball on their own 41.
Choose the mic. Set. Check, check. Check 3, check 9, check 9.
They'll bring him down at the 46.
That's good for a gain of 13 yards. First down.
From the 46-yard line. First down.
Ready. Line 80.
Brought down after a nice run up the middle. Haskins gets 6 yards on the play.
That'll make it 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Green 9.
He makes it to the 38-yard line.
Very likely 4-down territory here, so definitely some options.
So it's 3rd down, and they've got about 2 yards to go.
Let's go. Green 90. Check, check. Stay ready.
And he's tackled after positive yardage.
Gain of 7 yards. That makes it 1st and 10.
Man left, man left. 3 down. Mike 2. Watch 2. Watch ready. 2. Line 80. Line 80.
Play action, under pressure. Got the corner. And he shoved out of bounds right around the 20. They'll get the first down.
He made the correct decision to tuck it and go.
And this play is number 8 on the drive.
3 down. Mike 2. Mike 2. Ready. Check. Box 2.
They keep it on the ground with the tailback. He fights forward to about the 19.
That makes it 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8. Ball on the 19.
Let's go. Green 95. Green 95.
Oh, picked off. Terrible throw.
Throws it
Yep.
into coverage, and it's intercepted. He might have a chance.
Number 3 with the interception.
Yeah, not a good throw. Should have been picked. That guy's open too. I just saw that when I recognized. I thought he'd be wide open on that. That safety slid over though. I should have gone out of the backfield here. Big play for Stanford though. Jeez.
From their own 48-yard line. First down. He fights forward to about the 49.
That's how we do, D. That's how we do. They don't want
That's good for a gain of 3 yards. That makes it 2nd and 8.
He's checking. Crash.
He's got it out to his tight end. And he's taken down at the 34-yard line. From the 34-yard line, it's first down. stop behind the line.
That makes it 2nd and 10.
And he makes it out to about the 34-yard line.
Gain of 1 on the play. That brings up 3rd and 10.
Third down, and they need to get it to the 24. And it's caught, and he's brought down quickly. It'll be short of the first after the completion.
A good effort by the defense to make sure they got him before he got to the marker.
It's up, and he just drilled it from long range.
Well, at least a 6-point swing there. Bad INT, and we're at least going to get a field goal.
Looks like they're ready for the kick. Jackson fields it at the 1. Across the 30. He's taken down at the 42-yard line. The finish line's in sight. Let's see who wants this one more.
Hey, Brad, very important that this offense be smart here. They need to move the ball down, and at very least, they need to get into field goal range. A touchdown maybe could win it, but they've got to at least get a field goal here to hope to tie this game.
Things aren't tied, but they might as well be. It's this drive that could really dictate the tone for the last quarter. Fires quickly to the tight end, and he's tackled at the 47-yard line.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Concentration lapse right there. The coaches will be giving them an earful for it, too.
From the 38-yard line, first down. Less than 3 minutes in the game. He's under some heat. He rolls out to the right.
I don't know how to slide.
23-yard line.
Probably need to figure out how to slide with my quarterback.
First and 10. Ball on the 23. Tackle after a decent run up the gut. Make it 100 yards rushing for him.
Sometimes guys will look a little rusty or not too sharp in the opening week, but he looks like he's got his rhythm today.
They're in the red zone, so this quarterback better be smart. Last time he threw a pick down here. They go to the ground game, and he is drilled at the 19-yard line. Now it's 3rd and 6 coming up. Ball on the 19-yard line. What a play to set him up with a 1st and goal.
All right, tell you to chew this clock and try to score a touchdown. Adjustments, tempo.
First and goal from the 1, looking to punch this one in. They've got their goal line sets on the field. This might be a good time for play action. Touchdown, and they take the lead. He makes the PAT. A 5-play, 54-yard drive. And a touchdown's a result. Michigan to kick this one off. Nice kick, plenty of distance. And it sails out of the end zone for a touchback. Stanford's given them all they can handle today, and they're still not done.
Yeah, let's remember, they were a heavy underdog coming into this game, and here they are, under 3 minutes to go, with the football, a chance to put a drive together, and who knows, maybe they can take the lead.
Well, this is the chance. Late in the fourth quarter, they're behind, but they've got an opportunity now to come back and win it. Just over a minute left. Lets it go. That's a tight end who's wide open out there. He's taken down right around the 46-yard line.
I'm not sure the defender even saw that pass. It was lobbed so high. Great concentration to haul it in.
From the 46-yard line. First down. And he just gets rid of it.
Good job here by the defense. If you let this quarterback set and throw, he'll kill you all game. But they got excellent pressure on that play.
He scrambled. They bring him down. Great effort by this kid to get in there and make the sack.
For this offensive line, it must feel like they're going up against an avalanche on almost every play. This guy's putting up some really good pressure on him.
Third down and very long. Any kind of stop here is good. A turnover would be bigger.
Oh, God.
Gets it out complete again to his tight end.
I'm so bad at pursuit.
He passes it. Nice play to set up first and goal.
Goodness. This is brutal. What a meltdown.
Under a minute left.
Oh, God.
Touchdown.
Wide open.
And now they're winning this ball game.
Got 3 timeouts.
So the kicker will line up here and try to give his team a 3-point lead with this extra point. And he converts the extra point. Everyone's all lined up and ready for the kickoff. He's to the 20, looking for the corner. Knocked out of bounds at about the 43-yard line. Michigan's been unable to really show that they're the team to beat here, but it looks like they're going to get another chance at it.
Well, it's now or never. This team has put themselves in a position where they have to hope for some heroics late. It's because they played sloppy most of the game. They're very fortunate they still have a chance to be able to win this game.
Here we are late in the fourth quarter in a very important and a very tight football game. And who's going to come to the forefront? We'll see who's got the most leadership. Picked off, and that'll seal it up. And he hits him hard at the 49-yard line.
Yeah, still adjusting. What's open in Madden and what's open in NCAA are two different things.
Oh, no, they really didn't need that.
And as a quarterback, you can't give up an interception late in the game. You got to be more careful with the football.
Doesn't have great arm strength. It's just hard to zip that in there. It looked wide open. As soon as I released it, though, I realized it was not. Got some pressure. To me, I mean, you know, man, that's a touchdown, right? I mean, you're just going to loft that up. That's all I was trying to do, but different trajectories in this game. So instead of a touchdown, it's an interception and we lose. It's wild. That's how it goes. I guess we can technically still stop the clock, so.
Stanford is up a field goal. And they make this.
My PS5 controller does not let me
Around the 50-yard line.
call timeouts
The
from the
Wolverines
controller.
taking their first time out of the half.
Man, what a loss.
They're packed in tight on the line.
Oh my God.
Got the corner. Here's a run. Nice run there as they work the outside. The Wolverines are going to call their second timeout.
Third down.
They need about 3 yards to get the first down here on third down. It looks like they're going to blitz. Well, a lot of frustration by that offense.
Oh, okay. I can't call timeout from the controller.
Got to give the defense
I'm just
credit
sitting
for
around, but-
coming up with a stop in this quarter in a game this close.
Gosh, unbelievable.
They get this one off, and it's a beauty.
Dude, should return that.
This punt goes over the goal line, and this will be a touchback. The offense comes out to start this drive, and they're hoping for a better result as they threw a pick on their last possession.
This quarterback can make good passes. He just needs to focus on not forcing the ball to his receivers.
Scrambling around. He chucks it downfield. That tackle just sealed the deal.
Oh, an embarrassing loss.
So this one's in the books, and we saw a great one here today. 24-21, Stanford.
Well, we talked about interesting storylines, right?
That's it for this presentation.
Not off to a good start with my
For Kirk Herbstreit,
college football
I'm Brad
coaching
Nessler
career
saying
here.
thanks.
A very
See you soon.
underwhelming performance in Palo Alto. Beautiful Palo Alto, California. McNamara played pretty well in the first half. Just did what we wanted, right? Game manager. We ran the ball. That first interception, I mean, that was the, you know, we had the game sealed if we scored there. Yeah, definitely rusty. Hey, upsets happen. I'm not going to reset it or anything. I'm going to restart. It's just how it goes. I blame it on Michigan's uniforms. They're very distracting for me. I really, really need that update. Oh, man. Bummer. Quick look at stats. Embarrassing loss. Yeah, they ran the ball pretty well. We were just really inefficient passing. Third down, we were efficient. I mean, yeah, it's just, I mean, very obvious to see why we lost. Those interceptions absolutely killed us. The first one especially. Swung the momentum, everything. No penalties called, as usual. Thanks, EA Sports. Very disciplined team, this Michigan Wolverine team. Yeah, terrible game. I only got sacked once. Haskins, 24 carries, did alright. McNamara had some heady plays too. With his feet. And, you know, I could have easily spammed the QB option stuff and sealed the game. It just feels so scrubby to me. Fullback, 1 carry, touchdown. You guys are right. They're the key. Oh, we got a rebound. See, this rebuild's not going to be so easy. Receivers did a pretty nice job. I did not help us too much with my terrible safety play. 4 tackles, at least 3 missed tackles, if not more. Oh, Donovan Jeter's from Beaver Falls, Pennsylvania, so probably not related to Derek. But you never know. Oh yeah, number 34, that crazy pass breakup. And we look at their offense real quick. The tight end just killed us on a few plays. Killed me on a few plays. That's it. Look at this. He's the only guy who put up yards. He just single-handedly, him and his mustache, just killed us. Austin Jones had a nice day. 23 for 110 and a touchdown. Couple of broken, they had 3 total broken tackles. This is one of the reasons why I like this set. It keeps things really balanced. So 5 broken tackles total in the game. Pretty solid. This game played realistic. I mean, I lost because the buttons I pushed. I was playing Madden still. Burned me. Yeah, I mean, their quarterback was not very good either. But Stanford gets the win. Joke's on us. So, forget if it saves these highlights or not. Can't you just like save all or something? Save all. Well guys, that's going to do it here for this stream. I'll be streaming again Thursday night, same exact time, 4 o'clock. So again, we're looking at the Revamped College Football 2020. And yeah, just really, really cool stuff. As I mentioned at the beginning of the stream, if you want more information on that, go back to the beginning of this stream and you'll see just kind of discuss where you can find this, how you can do it, that kind of thing. I don't go into the details. I did that on a different video, but they're going to know the details far better than me. So check out their Discord. But Michigan, yeah, we gave up 18 of those 24 points in the second half. yeah, it's just not a pretty game. So not a pretty game at all. Of course, Tucker Fisk, player of the game for them. No surprise there. But yeah, that's going to do it for this stream. I'll check the chat really quick, see if there's any last questions or anything. It doesn't look like it. So yeah, appreciate you guys checking it out. So longer stream this time again Thursday. I'm not sure where we're going to stream Thursday. If we're going to jump back into NBA 2K or jump back into Madden or anything else. If you got some requests, let me know. We could always continue this as well. But I'll probably try to check in with each of these games once a week. You know, probably 2 scheduled streams, Tuesday, Thursday, and then probably like a random unscheduled weekend stream. But yeah, but let me know. Let me know what you guys are looking for, what you're interested in. Of course, we'll still be dabbling with the PS5, obviously. So, as some others have said, it's weird to be playing the PS3 when we have the PS5 sitting right next to it. So, but I'm Mike Lowe. You can find me on Twitter, MikeLowe47. Again, thanks for checking everything out, guys. Thanks for subscribing, and I will talk to you next time.